This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Listen, folks, Kevin Durant is not the issue, man. See, here's the thing with the media zealots out here, and I have to break this down because I like to let things marinate in the corpus callosum, and I like to let it marinate in the cerebellum. This is going to hit your brain cells, and it's going to stick, folks. Hear me and hear me well. Kevin Durant is not the issue. See, people sit here and call him cupcake or say that this was the weakest move we've ever seen in NBA history. You dodo heads, you brain full of mush, and you brainwash followers. The weakest move we've ever seen in NBA history is when LeBron James teamed up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. That's the weakest move we've ever seen. This started this whole narration of what we see as known as the LaFrenz era, folks. He started that nonsense. He went ahead and got Dwayne Wade at the time, who was a top 3 player with Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, and then went and got Chris Bosh, who was a top 10 player, mind you, at that time. Stephen Curry, was he a top 3 player when Kevin Durant got with him? Yes, he was. Because at that time, we were talking about Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and LeBron James, right? Okay, I can give you that one. Klay Thompson, was he a top 10 player like Chris Bosh? No. So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Draymond Green, was he a top 10 player like Dwayne Wade or Chris Bosh? No. So again, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You see, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. People sit here and say Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Those guys were nowhere near that level that Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh was at. And anybody tries to tell me otherwise, they don't know shit about fucking basketball. This is right here where I do the counterpunch style of keeping the foot on the neck, and then I would make you look stupid, kind of like I did in the live stream yesterday, when you throw a hole out there and you plug a hole open, and then I come in there and I ether and murk it. See, people don't understand, man. I'm very versatile. I'm I'm a unique motherfucker, man. I'm the last of the Mohicans, man. They don't make them like me, man. There's too many. I have too many tools in the tool yards and too many arsenals to throw at your ass. It's not even funny. Let's just say you could call me the Deontay Wilder of debating. You have to, every second of the debate, you have to be on your toes. Because if you give me a hole, it's lights out. You getting baptized. I'm going to just say that again. It's lights out and your ass is getting baptized. People don't think like me, man. This is why, as a natural born leader, I have to lead you guys. I have to lead you sheep. I have to lead you followers. Because you guys have been brain full of mush. You have been brainwashed and you have been betwixt by media zealots. They're giving Kevin Durant fault. Do you understand why they're blaming Kevin Durant? This has nothing to do with Kevin Durant and his ability. Because I've already debunked anybody that sits here and thinks that Kevin Durant is not the best player in the game. He has been the best player in basketball for years, folks. And anyone that wants to tell you otherwise, again, they don't know shit about basketball. Kevin Durant is already a living legend. When you win 2 finals and 2 finals MVP, there's no arguing that. Because the finals MVP is the highest award given to the most pressurized player in pressurized situations. It's the award attributed to that guy. Like I've been saying in plenty videos, that guy argument, that guy. That's the highest form of basketball, folks. And if people can't understand that, they don't know the game. Because everything starts, everything falls in line in the middle, in the body of the work of the team, and everything ends with that guy. You don't have that guy, you don't have nothing. So anyways, I've already made that clear. Just go watch that video that talks about that guy argument. But let me talk about this real quick. The media is making it very clear what their agenda is. And if you guys don't understand their agenda, like this Wasek guy, clearly he's brain full of mush, brainwash, and a dodo head at the highest levels. He's an LBJ apologist and an LBJ stance. Anyone that's part of that LBJ brigade, they don't know basketball, man. They have the fullness thereof, but they lack it, right? That's what he is at his truest and most properest levels. Guy does not want to debate me because he knows if we get on wax, he's going to get plugged and he's going to get that hole put out there, and then I'm going to ether and murk him. He knows that. I know that. So he wants to stay in the little comment section because he knows I could keep the foot right on his neck at any given moment. But that's neither here nor there. The point that I'm trying to make is this. Him, who's part of that LBJ brigade, just like the media zealots, they are trying to pump a narrative of why Kevin Durant is the softest player or the weakest player in NBA history. Here's what the narrative is, folks. They don't want you guys, they don't want Kevin Durant to stay on the Golden State Warriors because he is single-handedly ruining the legacy. That's the argument here. That's the bigger picture that you guys have to see here. He has ruined LeBron James' legacy. So if you push him out of Golden State, guess who gets life back again in the Western Conference? LeBron James, folks. I don't know why you guys can't see this, man. Who has demolished LeBron James in the NBA Finals? It was Kevin Durant. In so much so that LeBron James was like, hey, Rodney Hood, I can't check this dude. Hey, J.R. Smith, I can't check this dude. I tried it. He busted me with a two-piece. So I need one of y'all to guard him this second time around. You know what Kevin Durant did? Okay, put anybody on me. I'm going to bust them with a two-piece. The thing with Kevin Durant, he's an anomaly, man. He's an anomaly. He's an enigma. You can't figure him out because he's 7 feet and he's moving like a guard and he's a walking 50, 40, 90 gazelle, folks. When I say 50, 40, 90, you have to understand why I say Kevin Durant is the most efficient basketball player in NBA history. Because if you understand his game, you will understand what I'm talking about. I made this video, man, and it was so deep and profound. And I talked about the 3 greatest scorers in basketball. I talked about how Jordan was the most assassin mentality scorer. Jordan ripped your heart out when he scored. He was the most cutthroat scorer in basketball. Hence, that's why he was the greatest of all time. He always made sure he took the highest percentage shot. MJ was very much a mad scientist and a professor of basketball. That's why he was the original OG. Then you had Kobe. Kobe was the fastest scorer. Kobe was the most pressurized situation scorer. Kobe would make baskets in the highest degree of difficulty. There's nobody in NBA history that can do that. And then I fast forwarded to Kevin Durant. And I explained how Kevin Durant is the most effortless scorer. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. If people listen and watch my videos, you will learn basketball at its highest level. Ain't nobody preaching and teaching basketball like me. You know why? Because they ain't invented that shit. I did. You could call me the second coming of Mr. Naismith because I invented this shit, man. No one knows basketball like me. It's really that simple. I can break this thing down like algebra. And I'm trying to tell you guys, when you look at the product of Kevin Durant, and this is what makes me laugh when people say it's called fanboying. That's not what it is. See, here's the thing. You guys want to know a truth here? Here's the truth. When I root for someone, it's not because I root for the person. I could care less about the person. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. And then y'all going to be like, oh, that's why. When I root for someone, see, my bio brothers understand this. Anyone that's around me that's personal understand this. Wifey understand this. People that's around me know how I am. They understand this. But a lot of these classic dolts and troglodytes, they don't get this about me. When you see I put my name behind somebody, it's because that person has something of them that reminds them of me. You get it now? It's not about that person. It never was about that person. It's about the resemblance that I see in that person that resembles my personality. Because as you guys can see through all of these videos, I am extremely confident in myself. It projects. This is why a lot of you guys come and flock to the video. Because you're like, damn, man, this guy is so sure and so full of himself. I wasn't always like this. But I can tell you this much. I came out of the womb with that mindset, even though I wasn't always thinking with that mindset. I was born with it. It was molded in me and the DNA was there. I just needed age and experience and attrition and time to be able to come into that mindset because I'm a man with purpose. I told you there's men with purpose in this life and there's men that have the abundance mindset. I have both and I'm confident in it. Anyone that has been watching my videos can see My confidence is so much so that the aura of my confidence gives a lot of you guys' confidence. You guys could watch my video and then you'll be like, man, I'm just like he knows his sport. I'm just as confident as this guy, man. I could go out there and conquer the world. So when I look at Kevin Durant, I said all of that to say this. When I look at Kevin Durant, I see resemblances of me and him. Because Kevin Durant is a product of completeness when it comes to basketball. The man is effortless in the way that he plays. There's nobody in the game that has his gears. There's nobody in the game today that has his levels. Anybody that tries to tell you otherwise is not watching basketball. This is why LeBron James quit when he went up against Kevin Durant. He said, I can't deal with this guy, man. Screw that. This guy's an enigma. He's an anomaly. I can't figure him out. So when you see the media sitting there saying, oh, the Golden State Warriors, they could win without Kevin Durant, and all of you dodo heads and brain full of mush and brainwashed followers are falling for that narrative, that means that you guys are not sure in yourselves. You see, you're showing your card. You're not confident within yourselves. Because if you were the sure and confident version of yourself, you would understand, right? If you had enough common sense, right, you would understand that the media is putting an agenda out there. They want to break up the Golden State Warriors because they don't want this guy to continue to excel. But lo and behold, even with all you guys sitting here saying, if Kevin Durant's going to go, if he's not going to go. See, me, I'm not a prisoner of the moment. I'm not a prisoner of the second. I'm not going to go by false narratives. I'm going to go by what's in front of me. People are talking about Kevin Durant's coming back in Game 5. I don't know. See, when I speak in I need assurances and I need certainty, folks. I need reality. Kevin Durant to me is not playing until he dons the jersey and he is on the floor that night. And trust and believe, if he is on the floor that night and he's playing at 70% or better, shout out to Letitia Hutt, then guess what's going to happen? We're talking about a comeback of the ages. This is why I put in the community post, this is Willis Reed number 2 all over again. If Kevin Durant is playing at 70% or better, this is a resurgence because it's going to bring back the morale. Look at Stephen Curry. When Stephen Curry needed that pep talk, right? When Stephen Curry needed somebody to talk to him because, again, he is Nightwing. He is a consistency of inconsistencies. Who did he go to? Who was in that hoodie that was trying to pep talk him and give him some of his aura into Stephen Curry? It didn't work, but who was trying to do that? It was Kevin Durant. There's orders to this stuff, folks. There's levels to this stuff. Shout outs to Meek Mills. That's why I tell people, listen to the Meek Mill song Levels. You will learn something. Because I don't care what Meek Mills was on anything else. But on that song right there, he was on some professor level type shit. I love that song, man. That's one of my favorite songs. I play that thing on repeat because I understood the mentality that Meek Mills was on. Everybody's not on the same levels, folks. Everyone's not on the same gears. There's a hierarchy to this stuff, man. There's levels to this shit. Kevin Durant is the highest form of the level in basketball today. Kawhi Leonard is very simple. All this narrative where people are sitting here saying, oh, all you got to do is get Kevin Durant back and Kawhi Leonard will be home. I'm the one that started that shit, man. Nobody else. Everybody else is following suit with what I said. Because it's very simple, folks. It's common sense. You take Kevin Durant and you plug him in at 70% or better, Kawhi Leonard can't play comfortable no more. He has to guard Kevin Durant. And if he doesn't, that's a 40 to 45 point game easily. He has to guard him. And if he guards Kevin Durant, what do you think happens? Because something has to suffer in his game in guarding a player of that caliber and that order. He can't be efficient offensively because he's putting so much energy defensively. I mean, what is folks not seeing here? And if Kevin Durant is there, that frees up either Nightwing or the third wheel to be open. One of them's going to be open because if Danny Green is guarding one of them, he can't guard both of them unless he clones himself, right? He can't guard both of them. So one of them are going to be open, folks. So if one of those guys are open, because they are Splash Brothers, right? What's the outcome? Really, it's not that hard to understand. So let me just wrap this up so that you guys can understand this. Here's the recap. I fucks with Kevin Durant because I see some of me in Kevin Durant. Now, if you guys want to understand that, then you understand my mentality. That's right. That's me because I'm sure in myself. It's very obvious and it's very blunt that people can see that. Again, because I'm a man with purpose and I have an abundance mindset. And I feel that no one's going to stop my movement. So when I root for someone, I have to see that they go above and beyond that standard of approach. Kevin Durant does. Because his basketball game is like my abundance mindset. It can't be fucking stopped. No matter what you do, you ain't stopping it. So you guys understand now why I mess with a Kevin Durant? It's not some fanboy shit. It's about what I see in myself, a part of myself in this person, in their game. I don't know Kevin Durant personally. And quite frankly, I could care less about him personally. Just like Earl Spence. I don't know him personally. I could care less. But I see resemblances and I see similitudes of me and the man of purpose and the man of abundance mindset in them. So if I see that, I'm going to root for that because I'm seeing a piece of me that I'm rooting for. You guys get it now? Anyone that knows me knows this. So I had to share this to you guys. Now you guys understand. Oh, it's not fanboyism. It's just ultra mindset of he knows his sport and what he's seeing in people that's in resemblance to himself. Now you get it? Okay, I'm glad you got it. Now you understand this level of confidence. Trust me, not a lot of people on this planet have this level of confidence. There's some now. There's a remnant of them, which is called a small group or a small number. But we're all scattered, man. There can't be two of me in the same location. I think we're all like about 1,000 miles away from each other. I'm going to be honest with you. There can't be two of me in the same location. Because if that happens, then there has to be what's called a climactic catastrophe, man. Could you imagine two of us in the same vicinity? Ooh, we would do damage, boy. Can't happen. You got to plug one of us in 1,000-mile radiuses so that we can impact people. Because that's what's happening here. You guys are being impacted. Your brains are being rewarped back to what's true. So, again, the media zealots have bamboozled you guys. And they have made you guys think, along with the LBJ apologists and the LBJ stands, that Kevin Durant is the problem. And really, he's not, folks. The problem all along is the fact that they are insecure in themselves and they're not sure. So they want to blame and put the blame on somebody that is sure in himself. Kevin Durant is so sure in himself, and I like him. He's called out the media for what they are, and they can't stand that, man. That's why they got problems with him. That's why he's polarizing. And then they got a double problem with him because LeBron James was their poster boy, and he ruined his legacy. It's really that simple, man. So all this rhetoric about is he going, is he leaving, we don't know until we know. So how about folks run with that instead of jumping to fucking conclusions? Let's wait until all of the evidence comes out, folks, and then we can make our determination. Okay? This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.